today I'm going to talk about mobile devices and filmmaking for me, and just in general, and how it helps you become a better person in your career. First off, I'd like to introduce myself a little bit more. Like Lisa said, I started making YouTube videos in high school, and I really enjoyed it, and this is why I started the film school here at SCC. I'm interested in cinematography, video editing, and visual effects. And all my life I've been very tech-oriented. I'm kind of a tech guru type person. And I actually work at a computer repair store part-time while I'm not in film school. And I really enjoy the film school here. The classes are great. They're really hands-on. And we have great technology and great camera equipment and all of that to work with that really lets us explore our film creativity to its fullest extent. The teachers are great, they're very helpful, and the most important thing for me is we're around all these film like-minded people. So I'm going to talk about mobile devices and how they're important in every stage of the film process. Pre-production, on-set, in production, and in post-production. Specifically iPads, iPhones, any sort of mobile tablet type of device. So my main point today is that understanding these devices is important to become successful and help you throughout your filmmaking career. So let's talk about pre-production. Pre-production is really important for getting all of your stuff figured out before you actually go to film your project. The iPads are great because they have all the software, especially the ones here at school have all the software downloaded, all the different apps for screenwriting, storyboarding, lighting diagrams, etc. It's all there, and it's all in one place that you can send out to fellow crew members and get it all, out there so everyone knows exactly what's going on. Again, they're really nice and small, so you can take them to places, you take them to meetings. If you're having a meeting at Starbucks, you can take it and all your papers are there with you. Let's talk about on-set in production. They're very nice and handy to have because, again, everyone has all your information. If your camera person could take camera notes, write down what shot is great, the settings, etc. Also, we've been using here at school is a digital Slate, which is like the little clapper where you clap down, you hit mark, you start the take, and you can write on there really easily because it's all touchscreen, which take you're on, which shot, etc. Again, you could take notes. And another little cool thing that's handy to have on set is most of these devices have a built-in camera. So if you have a special behind-the-scenes moment that's, you can't capture real quick with a bigger camera, you just pull it out and get a little snapshot real quick. And now in post, again, I can't stress this enough, that all of your documents that you had in pre-production, all your notes you took on set is all there for you in one place. People can send it back to you. You can send it out to people. You can send your editor, screenshots of looks you like, rough cuts. You can send sound out to your sound person. It's all there, and it's really helpful. So now I'm going to talk about my short film I did, A7058. I know it's kind of an interesting title, but it's a very experimental sci-fi film I did last semester for my advanced cinematography project. And I couldn't have made this possible without using these devices to my advantage. They really helped out, made everything go a lot smoother. So I'm going to show you some pictures and some screenshots of me using these devices to my advantage on the set. So here, the top picture you can see is an actual photo of the set being built in the studio. And below is a screenshot I did on my computer that I put on my iPad with measurements, diagrams. So now when I go on set and I tell my art people how to build the set, we know where all the lines go, the measurements, and all of that. And everyone has this information, weeks before. Here again is another example. This is the set again, and where all the props go, exactly how it's going to be lit from above. I have all that lighting diagram information I can send out to my gaffer, which is actually Jacen on this shoot. And he knows, where everything goes. So when we get on set, we can do it really fast and get it all set up. Here is Tim, he's my second camera assistant, and he's just taking camera notes, staying in touch of what's going on set and getting that all written down, and he can send it to me later, so I have all the information for me. And right there to the side of it is a little screenshot of my storyboard, and below is a little description of what's going on in the shot, and what angle I need to go to, what lens I need to use, and all of that information is there for me. And my first AD, my cinematographer, they all have that information right there for them. Here is another example. My first AD, Eva, is on set, and she had her iPad right there. I sent her all the information weeks before, and she could tell me, I'd ask what shot was next, what do I need to do, how is it lined up. All that information is there for me. And then above there's just a little screenshot of the film. And in conclusion, before I actually try to show you some of the film, again, my main point today is that understanding these devices and using them to your advantage is a very important part in filmmaking, both as a student for me and in my career. And they're important in any career, really. You just have to figure out how to use them. Whether you're a chef or a teacher, a doctor, they're all, you can use this new technology, not just mobile devices, any technology to your advantage to help you better yourself. So now I want to show a little clip of my film. It's just a couple of shots. It's not finished yet, and I just put a little rough 35-second clip together, and I'll show you what we did.
My name is Alice Guyan, designation A7058. I signed up for this mission to save what's left of humanity. I can't help but wonder what happened. Why am I the only one awake? Did someone wake me up? Was the mission sabotaged?
All right.
So as they pull the slide up, a little bit about myself. I'm a film student here at Scottsdale Community College. I've been going here for almost 2 years now, and I focus mostly on cinematography and directing, but I've always had a hand in a little bit of every aspect of it. Here's a couple of shots, some still frames from projects I've worked on over the past year, just to kind of give you a sense of what I do. Filmmaking was something I decided that I wanted to be my career when I was in high school. And even though there was a period of my life where I went without any media, I realize now that telling a story has always been a part of my life. When I was 8 years old, my parents bought me this Lego set called Lego Studios. It rocked the Steven Spielberg name, and with it you can make a little Hollywood backlot out of bricks. But what made it so interesting was that it came with this webcam and a software program that allowed you to shoot and edit your own stop-motion movies. So I would lock myself in my parents' office and play around with my toys, creating these movies that I could then share with my family. But back then, I didn't really think of myself as a filmmaker, and it wasn't like I was making movies. I was just playing with my toys. The only thing that changed was I could now film myself at play. I didn't realize it then, but Lego Studios was more than just a toy. It marked a significant shift that was occurring within an industry I hardly even knew. Digital tools are changing the way we make motion pictures, the way we shoot them, the way we edit them, the way we share them. It's all moving to a single machine, one that every family owns, and that's the home computer. A lot of people like to say that this is the democratization of film, and what that really means is this idea that now anyone can be a filmmaker. It takes a little more than that to be a good filmmaker, but now anyone can go out, get a camera, get an editing program, and use these tools to tell a story. But our industry isn't concerned with how technology is making more filmmakers. Technology needs to make better filmmakers. And while, sure, a better camera makes for a better image, that always doesn't lead to a better story. While it's great that technology is closing this gap between low budget and high production value, we filmmakers, we're more than people with cameras and tripods. We're storytellers. We're creative individuals. We use these tools to share with the world what's inside of our imagination, but what we really want is technology that helps broaden that imagination, technology that helps us with the creative process. This is your typical Moleskine Notebook. I carry it with me everywhere I go, because I learned early on, as most artists do, that creativity is a fickle thing. It's fleeting. You'll be doing something completely unrelated when an idea will strike you in the head, and if you aren't quick to grab it, you can lose it forever. So I've gotten in the habit of carrying this around, so when that idea does come, I'm ready for it. I can pull this out, write it down, and think about it later. But creativity is more than just waiting for good ideas to come. It's actually quite hard. It's something you have to actively pursue. And sometimes that means you have to stop and think about a problem really hard. But most of the time, it's not. Most of the time, it's like me playing with my Legos. It's about playing around with your ideas, because play is the key to creativity. But this, it's not so good for play. For starters, it reminds me about taking notes in school. But it's physical. It has boundaries. I open it up, and I see a blank page. But I don't see that as an opportunity. I see it as a challenge. What idea can I possibly think of that is worthy of this space? If I write down a bad idea, I'm just wasting ink. I'm wasting space on a page that could be used for a better idea. So while I'm brainstorming, I'll have lots of ideas, but I do not write a word. And as a visual artist, most of my ideas are not words, but images. And I'm not a great artist, but I've gotten in the habit of drawing out these ideas. But I run into the same problem. I open up that sketchbook, and I see that blank page, and I'm afraid that I'll draw something stupid. I'm afraid that I'll make a mistake. But lately, I've started drawing on my computer. I have a Wacom tablet that hooks up with Photoshop so that I can sketch directly into that program. And something amazing happens. I'm no longer worried about making mistakes. If I mess up a line, I can quickly erase it. I can press Control-Z and it's gone. I can scribble on a page and not worry about wasting space because there is no space. It's digital. There aren't any boundaries. Same is true for writing. I can write out these ideas, and if I write down a bad idea, I can always erase it. But most of the time, I do not. Most of the time, I continue writing. And with every page, my ideas get more focused. See, a funny thing happens when you're no longer worried about making mistakes or having a bad idea. You start to ignore them. You leave them on the page, even though you can erase them. You stop second-guessing yourself, and you just do, which is the key to being creative. It's about giving yourself up to this mentality so that you can explore ideas, and it's only then that you find your best ones. Now, this is some art from a digital artist named Jacen, and I feel like it really illustrates this idea that creativity is play. He starts off a piece by just doing random lines on a page, his hands moving freely. He's not thinking about what he's drawing. But over time, he starts seeing the shapes. He starts seeing the forms, and he pulls them out from the chaos. And then he finishes the piece. But there's a catch. I have to be around my computer for this to work. And creativity isn't going to wait for me to get home. So what do? That's where mobile devices come in. See, my phone is not just my phone, it's my personal computer. I can use it to check emails, surf the web, write text documents. But best of all, it's with me. It's there when I need it. It's on my person 24/7. So as a student, when I have downtime here between classes, I can pull it out, hook up a Bluetooth keyboard, and start writing a script. There's apps out there for the iPad that turn it into a digital sketchbook or a notebook. And once you pair that with a stylus, you can use it much in the same way you would use one of these. But there's a difference. It's digital. There's no space. There's no boundaries. It's more than a blank page. It's a spiritual space for thinking. But my phone, it doesn't replace my computer. It's an extension of it. Thanks to the cloud, my files are accessible on my phone and my computer. If I start writing a script here at school, I can go home, pull it up on my computer, and continue work from there. Which brings up another point about these mobile devices and technology in general. It's allowing us to focus a little less on the technical details and spend more time being creative. I don't have to worry about transferring a file from my phone to my computer. It's transferred for me. And every change that I make is automatically saved. But filmmaking is more than just being creative. A large part of that is that we're creative with other people. We're collaborators. We share our ideas with others so that by working together, we can make them even better. So the cloud doesn't just work for me. It allows me to share my projects with people that I want to work with. And there's some programs out there, such as Google Docs, that allow multiple collaborators to work on the same project in real time, making changes, even if they aren't in the same room. But if you are in the same room, you have these tablets with gigantic screens. I can go on set with my storyboards on my tablet and pull them up and share them with my crew members so that we all can be functioning on the same page. And I'm only just skimming the surface of it. These apps are capable of so much more, and every day, more and more apps are being created that are increasing their utility. So when I think of technology, it's not the latest camera that gets me excited. It's the latest app. Because these aren't just the tools that help us tell our stories, they're the tools that help us create them. Now, I still carry this around with me. I still use it daily, because it's great for those ideas that like to try and catch me off guard. It's a tool, just like an iPhone is a tool. And as great as these mobile devices are, they're never going to replace the processes that have always existed into telling a story. But they do help. They allow us to tap into our creativity in another way. They allow us to play anywhere, at any time. Thank you.